Shalom, shalom. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It's the Aqua Halat from GMS, Missouri. Okay, and right now I'm giving time is at hand. You know, the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is working right now. So this is the time that we should batten down. You know, batten down the hatches and watch, man. Pray and watch. Because it's not tarrying anymore, I'll tell you that much. Because brothers can't even keep up with all the information that's going on in this web, man. So that's just the way the Most High, that's how you know it's the Most High, because he floods things, man. You know, just like these devils, how they flooded us out of flooded our history out. The Most High's flooding them down to bringing them down fast, man. He's grinding at them. So let's get into this video and show what's going on. I'm going to get past majority of this bull, but you guys will see what's in the video.
To Iran. They are introducing a resolution backing the use of U.S. military force. Fox News Alert, a bipartisan group of senators on Capitol Hill sending a strong warning to Iran. They are introducing a resolution backing the use of U.S. military force. U.S. military force. To stop Iranian leaders from getting their hands on nuclear weapons. The senators are making it clear the time for talk is running out.
Distraction by negotiation while you become a nuclear power is not an option for you. And containment of a nuclear Iran is not an option for us.
We're for real. There's still time. Do the right thing, and you can avoid consequences that are unpalatable to you as well as a last resort for us.
We will end their nuclear weapons program. We will prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons capability. This is a deadly serious moment.
This shows that the senators are prepared to stand with Israel, but what about the White House? Joining us now, Dan Gillerman. He's a former Israeli ambassador to the UN and a Fox News contributor. Ambassador, the rhetoric is ratcheting up. You heard what the senator said, but the White House is already saying that they believe that Iran's latest overtures, suggesting it might now resume talks about its nuclear program, those have been stalled for a year, is promising. They're talking about how this is the message or the response they've been waiting for. Are you as encouraged?
It's gutter rat.
Well, I'm very encouraged, Megan, by the stand which this bipartisan group of senators has shown by drawing a line in the sand and actually saying to Iran, time is running out, watch out, enough is enough. I'm not as impressed by the excitement shown by the White House and by the European Union at the fact that the Iranians are ready to talk. I just can't believe this. I mean, here's a country that has been fooling the world.
As you guys can see, that was a part of the video. I'll put the link down there so you guys can go and watch it yourself, watch the whole video. But I got so much information right here that I really got to keep it moving. So I'll post the link. You guys can finish that up because it's at the crevice, man. We're at the pinnacle of this thing popping off, man. So that's just the beautiful thing that's going on. And I'm gonna read this article. It's from the Exalted Truth, Alternate News Network, and the title is "Iran Threatens a Preemptive Strike on Israel, Warns Any Conflict Will Be the Start of World War III." Okay? It says Iran could launch a preemptive strike on Israel if it was sure the Jewish state was preparing to attack it. A senior commander of its elite Revolutionary Guard was quoted as saying on Sunday, Amir al-Hajazadi, Salakia if I butcher that name, Hajazadi, a brigadier general in the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, made the comment to the Iranian state-run Arabic language Al-Am television, Iran will not start any war, but it could launch a preemptive strike if it was sure that the enemy was putting the final touches to attack it. Al-Alam said perhaps the military commander Hajizadi said any attack on Iran's soil could trigger World War III. We cannot imagine the Zionist regime starting a war without America's support. Therefore, in the case of a war, we will get into a war with both of them, and will certainly get into a conflict with America's bases. Man, so you see that. Let me pull up a quick verse for you guys. Where it says the smallest of them shall bring them out, man. Okay, this is how Israel is bringing out America, man. The smallest of the heathens is bringing this out. I have it the script for you after I get done reading this, and it says, let me read that again. It says, we cannot imagine the Zionist regime starting a war without America's support. Therefore, in the case of a war, we will get into a war with both of them, and will not. And will certainly get into a conflict with American bases. He said, in that case, unpredictably and unimaginable things would happen and could turn into World War III. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has made increasing hints to that Israel could strike Iran's nuclear site, and has criticized U.S. President Barack Obama's position that sanctions and diplomacy should be given more time to stop Iran getting the atomic bomb. Tehran denied it is seeking weapons capabilities and says its atomic work is peaceful, aimed at generating electricity. The Zionist entity is militarily incapable of confronting Iran. The circumstances of the region do not enable it to wage war tomorrow or even in the near future. Hazadi said our response will exceed their expectations. He said their assessment of our missile capabilities is wrong. Our response will not only be missiles. All right, Reuters, and you guys can go to Reuters and check that out, man. That's just a look on that, man. And last little thing is just like not like a part of the news stuff, but it's to show you brothers out there, to show you why you don't get no truth in these churches, man. These wood and stone, these harlot houses. You ain't getting no truth in there, man. Because the Most High is not dealing with them, because they're hand in hand with the devil. They're in bed with the state, and this will show you.
While Democrats are trying to figure out whether or not they want God in their platform, the IRS is trying to control what some pastors can say about the political issues that matter most to their congregations. An organization of lawyers called Alliance Defending Freedom is defending churches who are under investigation by the IRS for expressing their political views during their sermons.
See that?
They've marked
IRS is, that shows you that 501c3 charter, which Elder Gabar has brought out countless amounts of times and showed you, brothers. If you guys are new into the truth, look up 501c3 charter, man. All right, and Google it and do some research on it. This is why you ain't got the truth of who you are. This is why you ain't know that you're a Hebrew Israelite. All right, because the damn devil is cutting the truth off from you, and there's wood and stone buildings.
October 7th as Pulpit Freedom Sunday to defy the IRS's censoring speech from the pulpit. Jim Garlow is pastor of the Skyline Church near San Diego. It's one of the largest churches in the country, and he joins me now. Jim, it's great to see you, and thanks for being here.
Good to be with you, Mike.
You know, Jim, it's a pretty bold thing to say on October the 7th, a bunch of pastors, hundreds, maybe thousands across the country, are going to stand in their pulpits and essentially say, the IRS can't tell us what we can or can't say. How did this come about?
Well, in July the 2nd, 1954, the Johnson Amendment was passed in the Senate. Now, there was no discussion of it, just a voice vote. But the result of it was that it began to put a muzzle on churches. We lost 166 years of freedom in the pulpit. So that's why the attorneys, 2,200 attorneys, rose up and are encouraging pastors to take a bold step and reclaim our biblical authority and our constitutional rights.
You see that?
Of the First Amendment, freedom of speech and freedom of religion. In 58 years since the Johnson Amendment, it has never been contested in court. There have been a lot of attempts to get it to court because the belief is it's unconstitutional, but we've not been successful. So the Alliance Defending Freedom asked pastors to begin defying the Johnson Amendment in their pulpits and record their sermons and mail them to the IRS. It started with 2008, 33 pastors. The next year, 84 pastors.
All right, that's it on that, man. Let's get to these scriptures.